It has been a good minute since I've done a travel vlog. I'm on my way now to Bangkok. This is the first leg. Now off to
We're heading to Newark International Airport. As a reminder, all carrier items should be in the overhead bin right during the exit row, please from the Criterion Party.
For departure.
United has landing at gate 104 and my connector is at 138, so gotta figure out where that is, and I have about 10 minutes to get there. There we go. 30 minutes is plenty of time. One day, not back to steerage. We're boarding now for a 14-hour flight. See you in Tokyo. And hello from Narita Airport in Tokyo, Japan. It is 4:45 in Tokyo, about 2:45 Florida time. I've been up for 23 hours or so. This little airport lounge has been a godsend. I just happen to have a spare United Club pass, and I needed it. A couple of cups of coffee, spread out like a true American. I made it with plenty of time to spare. Just 7 more hours on a plane now, which will totally be worth it. See you in Bangkok. From noisy Bangkok, Thailand. I'm in front of the unbranded coffee shop. It was pretty darn good. It was much better than the instant coffee I had with breakfast at the hostel. I'm staying at the Printing House Hostel, so it's a little nicer than your average hostel. I'm also a little older than your average youth, so I didn't really want to stay at a youth hostel, but I also wanted to meet people, so not bad. My adventure today will be to get my drone registered. I tried to do that online in October. Here it is November. I still haven't heard anything back. I just checked the registration online. Nothing back. So I had this backup plan of going to the actual government building. That's my next stop. If traffic's too bad, I might take a motorbike taxi. I might also die. Not sure. We'll see how it goes. Trying to make y'all comfortable. This was definitely the scariest experience during my time in Bangkok. Since traffic in this city is horrible, as you can see, motorcycle taxis are basically the only way to get around during daylight hours. Now, my driver was great. I'm not a small guy by any means, and he piloted us through some really tight spots. While it was a pretty intense experience, we probably never went over 50 miles an hour. He was a total professional, even offered to wait for me outside the building while I went in. I appreciated his offer, but I opted for an air-conditioned car on the way home.
Shoulders on ice for y'all. 86 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls. I'm flipping the.
Well, Mom, you never told me not to get into motorcycle with a stranger. You told the girls never to get on a motorcycle with a stranger. You never told me. That was fun. The Civil Air Authority of Thailand, or CAT, is Thailand's version of the FAA and has authority over drones much the same as our FAA does. I figured they'd be housed next to a major airport. No, they're here in the shopping mall. I think I registered my drone. I'm here at the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand in a shopping mall in the north of Bangkok. Getting here was a little bit hair-raising. I decided to go ahead and take one of the motorbike taxis. The Civil Aviation Authority takes a 1-hour break for lunch, and I wanted to get here right after lunch. And the traffic was starting to get pretty bad. But this guy weaved in and out of traffic like a pro. And nothing makes you aware of the dimensions of your elbows and knees like flying through traffic on a motorbike at 40 miles per hour. But he was a real pro. And the people here at CAT were super helpful. The problem with my application, I submitted it about a month ago. It usually takes, they said, 2 to 4 weeks, but it wasn't ready yet. So I showed up here and said, what do I have to do to get this registered? Apparently, my visa wasn't on my application. I didn't have a visa yet because I was getting a tourist visa at the airport. Pro tip, if you're going to apply for a drone registration through CAT ahead of time, online, get your visa first. Had I done that, it would have saved me a lot of trouble and headache, but I wouldn't have this cool story about riding on a motorbike, which is going in the vlog. It was a great experience. Everybody here was super nice, but definitely get your drone registered. They seem to take it pretty seriously here. I wouldn't want to risk running afoul of the authorities here, especially when it comes to flying a drone. Anyway, here's to not getting arrested in Thailand. After the stress of getting my drone registered, I decided to come to Wat Pawiniwet, which is a short distance from my hostel. I'm sure I mispronounced that, but you can Google it for yourself and see how badly I botched it. But it's gorgeous, beautiful, tranquil, a couple of brazen Buddhas inside. Spent a little time meditating. Could not be more worlds apart from Khao San Road, which is just a few feet away. Just beautiful, quiet. And you have this loud road right outside of it, and a few feet inside the temple, you can't even hear it. It's currently a monastery, and it has been, I guess, since 1936. There's all kinds of history with people I can't pronounce, but it's gorgeous. And now I think it's time for a nap, because I've had about, I think, 8 hours of sleep in the last 2 days total. Maybe some street food first. So when Aaron and I were in Ecuador, we had to laugh a little bit at the electrical infrastructure. But I tell you what, Ecuador has nothing on Thailand. I have no idea how they untangle this mess. What goes to what? I'm just surprised not everything's on fire. Just so it turns out that across the street from my hostel is apparently a very good Thai food place called that. Fortunately, the entire menu has English, so pretty helpful. So I tried to order the tom yum soup with prawns and then also the masaman curry, and apparently that's too much food. I don't get to have that much. Sorry. Hopefully I'll be full. Well, I think the old adage of eating where the locals eat is a pretty good one, because you hear a lot of Thai in here. Everything on the wall is talking about how it's world-renowned for all kinds of things, so should be good. So I have a feeling that since I came in here with a big camera, and I didn't say anything about spice, they tried to punish me with the spiciest thing, or at least spicier than they normally give friends. But give it the old stiff upper lip. I love that the fire starts at your tongue and spreads to the roof of your mouth. Then you can't feel your lips. Your nose starts running. And then eventually, your eyes start to water. It's a little spicy, but really good. Well, she was right. One helping was enough. Now I think I'll gargle with a fire extinguisher. So it turns out I can't take Thai spicy, but for 215 baht it was worth a try. So that's about $6 or $7. Not bad. Now I've got to find something sweet to take the fire out of my mouth. Literally 50 feet down from my hostel was a guy cooking up coconut pancakes. Let's see if this takes the fire away. Yeah, that's doing the trick. Well, here it is, 6 o'clock, and I'm done. That's the end of a very long day if you count traveling. My first day in Bangkok. Had some great food, got to see a few things, and I got my drone registered. So, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. I just finished a tour of Bawini Wet? Banini Wet? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's beautiful. Told you it's a thing. Totally a thing. Erin didn't believe me that people here try to stay whiter. She doesn't believe that anybody would want to be as white as her. Alright. It's a thing. Famous Khao San Road. I can smell the weed from here. Oops.